You got the Alabama hat on?
Heh.
Alabama hat.
No.
You go. Are we live now?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
No, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Motion at your front door.
You got a motion at your front door. I'm taking mine off Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on. I hope
Look.
it's not me lagging. Yeah, I don't know. But it's probably not loaded yet. It's probably not fully in there yet. Probably gotta wait for it to load. We'll see. There we go. There we go.
Randy.
Should be able to.
Hello?
Might be lagging some. I don't know.
Y'all are good on my side.
Yeah, I don't know. The internet's been acting weird today. Since I've been home anyway. Disturbia. Damn, did you shit?
No.
God damn.
That bad.
You nasty fuck. Damn.
Damn, I'd have to do you like that, Bryson.
I don't sound nothing.
Fucking weekly Hardee's. If you do join, we're going to start here in a second. Say what's up in the chat. Say what's up in the chat if you join. Going to start here in just a few minutes. Preston, what hat you got on now? You done changed 3 times.
I haven't changed a single hat, dog.
Yeah, green jackets.
Yep.
Weekly Hardee's.
Yeah,
I like that.
Weekly Hardee's. Hey, what's up in the chat if you join so we know you're here? We'll start here in just a minute. Josh is out with a he's on the IR at the moment. Make sure you can hear me okay. Preston, who is that? Preston, I hope you enjoyed your milkshake. This is Clayton Torok.
Yeah, I work with him.
All right. Where'd you get a milkshake?
Chick-fil-A.
Zach Susan is bringing back confirmed the birthday cake milkshake.
Hey, Preston, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to turn this off. Tell me if you can hear me.
No.
Okay, good. Just make sure everything was working. I'm going to start here in just a minute. Y'all say what's up in the chat. About to get started. Weekly college football show.
Is that what we're going to talk about tonight?
Yeah, might have to talk some NFL too. You talking all that trash. Got a big game this week.
Well, you scrubs from New Orleans coming up to Atlanta, get your asses dragged.
Big game. I really don't think. I think there's no chance we lose.
No
You
chance.
think there's no chance?
I don't think there's a chance. But I don't think we're that good. I don't think neither one of us that good. I think it's gonna be an ugly game. But
Nice way to back out of it. Nice way to back.
No,
by the way, that guy Clayton, he's a Browns fan. So clown him for that.
Well, neither one of us are that bad. I like the Browns. I need to bring in old Jameis. That's like my favorite player. All right. I'd get started here, make sure everything's been sent out. Give a couple people some time to join here. Make sure I send it out to everybody.
Tawny?
Big week this week. Start Jameis, dang right. Oh, you got a Otani card? Is that Mike Trout? Is that rookie?
The Bowman.
Is it a rookie card or no?
No.
How much that thing worth?
$10.
Oh. Shit.
No way. $10.
You just
The
disappointed
case
me.
is probably more valuable than the card.
Yeah, probably if it's $10. Hey, Stu, I don't know if Stu's going to join. He's a big card collector. He's got
Duck
some
race.
cards. Do what?
I mean, not the what's that car shop? I
Oh,
saw
you
Fifth
said
quarter?
duck race because of the thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
the car
Fifth
shop.
quarter?
I saw they
Yeah.
posted the
Yeah, fifth quarter.
That's
Oh, did
where
they
I got
post
this
duck race
from.
Today? Did I win?
I don't know. I don't.
I dude, my damn duck was in right behind. You know how it's in the back and it creeped up. It creeped all the way up to first, and then it creeped up to second, and it didn't pass the dude out there. And I was
Man.
so mad.
I got
I've
this
won
from
it
Peter.
before. You say what? What is that?
I got a signed Marcell Ozuna Gold Glove ball. Got it last week. Won it on one of his razzles.
Well, that's pretty cool. All right, seems like people are joining. We're about to start here in just a second. Say what's up in the chat. Getting ready to talk some college football. Big week this week. Josh too scared to show up, but hey, what can you do?
I don't know if that's what
Ozuna
I'm
from the
saying.
Braves.
Yeah. Shout out
All
to
right.
Trevor.
Here we go. Getting started here.
Shout Trevor.
Shout out to Trevor.
Shout Trevor.
Y'all say what's up in the chat. Going live on YouTube if you haven't been here before, and recording for Spotify. So appreciate everybody joining. Here we go.
Oh, you didn't know?
Ocho Cinco, was he a quarterback?
Your ass better call somebody.
His team hasn't won an
Oh, you didn't know?
Ocho Cinco, was he a quarterback?
Your ass better call somebody.
Texas would never be back. I'm putting that shit on my grave. Horns down on my grave, son.
Dabo is going to wheel his boys to a big victory this coming Monday.
victory. It's damn Georgia Tech.
That game ain't a top 50 game, man. South Carolina go in there and they're gonna get these Spurs.
Shout out to the boys again, going another 4-0 on the parlay, hitting again 8-0. We are 8-0 on the season. If you listen to the podcast, you want to win some money, tune in.
No dogs.
No Tigers.
Roll Tide, roll RMFT, roll motherfucking Tide.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the College Football Weekly Matchup. Week number 5. Great week of college football. Like always, getting into one of the biggest weeks, biggest games of the year coming up. Yeah. Sorry about a second ago. I clicked. Preston, if you didn't know what was going on, I clicked the wrong intro. That's what happened at the beginning.
I noticed.
Okay. Everybody here, hope everybody's in the chat tonight. If you are in the chat, say what's up. We are live on YouTube, like always. Recording. This will be recording on YouTube and it'll be posted on Spotify. But got the two guys here with me tonight. Josh, not here. He's on the IR at the moment. He'll hopefully be back next week. See, but hope you're doing well, Josh. Hope to see you soon, even though we got a big game this week. And I'm not going to be 7:30. We're enemies. 7:30, we're enemies. But Preston, here with us tonight. I know you probably got some things you want to talk about, things you're excited about after you had a big win this week against probably one of the worst teams in college football the way it's looking nowadays. But a big win for Clemson. How was your week of college football?
I don't get why you're trying to clown so hard. You need us. We can be your most, impressive win if we keep up this pace. And you were just consistently clowning us, like, "Oh, you're so bad. You're so bad."
I never
You
said you're
realize
bad.
that we are better than the
Did
everybody
that come out
thinks.
my
It
mouth?
only makes you look better, right?
Did that come out my mouth? That's not what I said. I said
You said one of the worst teams.
NC State was. They got beat down by Tennessee, and they
Yeah.
got beat, and they got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, they
Not
did.
good.
Two good teams. What are you talking about, dude?
I wouldn't say good, but no, Clemson's looking
Tennessee?
good. But yeah, Clemson's doing good. They're probably the best in the ACC. Maybe behind them in Miami, probably up there. But
That
not much else.
That offense is working right now. I can't ask for anything else, man. That defense has been good for the last 3 years. They've kept us in a lot of games we shouldn't have even been in. gave us opportunities to, struggle our way into the fourth quarter. But the defense in year 2 of Riley and, second full year of Cade starting, kind of piecing some things together. We got that bruising back. Let me tell you, I'm sure, I don't know how much of the game you were watching. My breath left my body when Maffa was like hurt on the ground holding his shoulder. My breath left my body. I was like, oh God, please don't do this to me right now. Please don't do it. But he's good. He scored a touchdown after that. Offense is looking great. I'm looking forward to
Where would you rank? Hey, where would Cade Klubnik be in your Heisman rankings right now?
Probably outside of the top 10.
Okay, outside of the top 10. I was just making sure. I thought you were gonna say like number 10 or something. I was just curious.
He is number 10 in Vegas right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I checked that the other day. I saw that stat come up on a
gotta go up there and throw that bet.
I
Anyway,
already lost my money.
we got
this week.
Jason Locke later tonight says big mean Cox for the win. He said he's one of your biggest fans. Preston says what high school?
Who the hell is this guy?
Shout out to Locke. He's a good
Do y'all
man.
know him?
Oh yeah,
Bryson does.
I don't know if you watched the Carolina game or not, but my boy Rocket Sanders went down. Don't know what his injury is yet.
I didn't see it. Who'd they play again?
The Zippies.
Oh yeah.
Akron.
Sellers didn't even play that game. But yeah, seeing Raheem go down, haven't heard anything on what the injury is. But since I got the mic now, I'm going to address the elephant in the room.
I was going to introduce you, but go ahead. Bryson here tonight.
Thank you, Chris, for having me.
Josh, but Bryson's here.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it. And like I said, I was going to address the elephant in the room. It's been on my mind since this past weekend. Shout out to Preston for the lock of the week. We could have won some more money. I was going to just throw that out there. We went 3-1. You can't. It's hard to bet against Vandy.
Hey, Vanderbilt's been playing good, man.
Their quarterback is
probably
one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. Just look like he's playing some damn good football over there. But shout out to Preston. 3-1. But that's all right. There's always next week.
Chat, be ready when we get to the lock of the week. After this week, whoever loses,
Choke of the week.
Whoever loses, we will take a pick. If we all lose, we are taking picks from the chat. The losers are out of the lock of the week for the week, and we are taking picks from the chat. So be ready next week for locks of the week. That's all I'm saying. We got Bruce Salvador in the chat.
Bruce Salvador.
Saying, let's
Shout
go
out to
Dawgs.
Bruce Salvador.
Anyway, big week last week. Had some good games. We're going to recap a couple of the games, then we'll get into our picks for the week. Because obviously we got a huge week this week with the Georgia-Bama game. Bryson, I want to go ahead and, since I didn't put this game on there, we're going to talk about the other games. But Florida, Graham Mertz didn't look too bad.
Finally, like he did, like he was playing last year. It was third in the nation of completion and, looked pretty good. Like I've been saying, our defense, man, is awful. I don't know how much you watched that game.
That was an ugly game. But
our defense is absolutely horrible. But, Mertz looked good.
Y'all got big games now, don't you?
Oh yeah, we're about to turn up. Well, we got a bye week and we got UCF, which if you know Florida for last year, KJ Jefferson went to UCF, former quarterback from Arkansas, threw all over our secondary. But yeah, I got a little bye this week. We're probably going to lose the bye week. That's just how we are. I'm excited to get the boys rested for UCF. Could be our third win of the season. I don't see it, but it could be our third win.
All right, yeah. Let's get into some of the games from last week, though. We had two of the biggest games. Tennessee covering to beat Oklahoma 25-15, and Michigan hanging on to defeat USC. Now, I don't know how many of us picked USC, but Michigan beating them 27-24. Hanging on. I mean, they were up in that game by a little bit more for a while, but ended up hanging on to win that game. Preston, any thoughts on Tennessee and Oklahoma and Michigan and USC?
I picked both of those correctly. I'm pretty sure I did that. So I'm happy to say that. Tennessee, I will say on this is I was concerned about Oklahoma's defense kind of holding up with Tennessee's offense, but it seemed like they had a high flying offense. They matched up with them well. At one point, I believe it was 22-3 or something like that. and then, finish the game 22-15. Very respectable score. I think the second quarterback that came in for Oklahoma, he kind of lit that offense, kind of got the ball rolling a little bit. So that was impressive. Then the Michigan
get hurt. If I'm not mistaken, I don't mean to cut you off.
Did
he get carted off? Okay, go ahead.
I believe so. And then in the Michigan USC game, just a lot of grit. That one key pick six in, I believe, the late third, early fourth quarter. I think that's really what kind of kept the lead, viable option for Michigan there, and they were able to hold it off and get the victory at home. Like I said, I picked that game correctly. I was the only one to pick that game correctly on Saturday.
First time. I mean, hey, he's got one good week.
One.
Whoa, yeah. Anyway, Bryson, thoughts on those games?
It was another great weekend of college football. I don't know if y'all saw, but Hupel, I don't know how you say his last name, was talking to the quarterback, and he said he kind of let off on him because it's Oklahoma. Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
I don't know if that's really true or not.
I know he's thrown some picks in some games. I know
he's put them all to the side. So hey, I kind of like toned down the defense because it was against Oklahoma. I didn't really want to put it on them. Screw that. The new playoff rankings, they go by points now. Per game, that plays a big factor. But yeah, if I was him, I'll be trying to put all the points I can on everybody's head.
I don't know. Watching that game, I think, don't get me wrong, I think Tennessee's a great team. I think Tennessee's a good team, I still think it's a wait and see until they play. I know Alabama or Georgia or, one of those teams. Still think it's wait and see because I don't think Oklahoma's that good. I really do. I think their defense is good, but other than that, their offensive line is terrible. Well, we got a pick in the chat.
Damn, already.
Stanford plus 21.5. Isn't that who's got Stanford? Clemson. That's what I thought. Okay. I wouldn't agree with that, but maybe you never know. Hey, Newsom, be ready. You might be inputted in the lock of the week next week. So anyway, great games there though. Michigan, surprise. Michigan still in the race. Definitely can get in the playoff here. We had another couple games here. Another big game. Utah defeating Oklahoma State 22-19. And Bryson, you mentioned this game. I'm gonna let you. BYU upsetting Kansas State 38-9.
Them Cougars put it on them. 10:30 start time for our time, Eastern time. I don't know what time they start over there, but they put it on. And they were just running, throwing all over Kansas
State.
Kansas State should be embarrassment. They were ranked 12 or 13 going in that game. Shout out to the Cougars. It was a great game, great overall game.
Yeah, Kansas State after they just beat down who'd they play? Arizona the week. Was it Arizona? They beat down somebody the week before, and then they come down and get beat down this week, and they got another big game this week. Preston, any thoughts? Utah defeating Oklahoma. Did Rising? I know he ended up playing that game fully, right? Won a great game. Got a fantastic wide receiver. Okay, yeah, I did see they beat Syracuse. I saw that, and I was kind of looking at that game too. I not as a pick. I wasn't gonna pick that game, but I saw Stanford. I was looking at over-unders. And then we also had Missouri defeating Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
30-27. Preston, your lock of the week was Missouri minus 20. But Vanderbilt, ended up almost winning that game. Maybe should have won that game. Any thoughts there? No?
That fucking sucks.
Bryson?
Man, I know I'm not good with names, but that Vandy quarterback, Pavilla, how you say his last name, is playing some damn good football right now. They're anchoring her down out there in Tennessee. But man, what a lock! That's all I gotta say. What a lock!
We're giving him shit.
We could have won a little bit of cash.
Yeah,
a little gas money this week.
I'm pretty sure you got your lock of the week wrong last week, and I got mine right. The first time I have it all season, I get one wrong.
No, I think Bryson, the week before, Bryson was the only one right. I know I was wrong. Yeah. Anyway, y'all say what's up if you do join in the chat. But anyway, any other games you guys want to talk about on the week, or do we have a player of the week?
Oh, I got a player of the week.
Bryson, go ahead.
We're going to show some defenses love this week. Linebacker for Buffalo, Sean Dulac.
Big win.
19 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss, and 1 interception.
Hey,
that is a dog.
Big win over Northern Illinois. I tell you what, I did put in a parlay. Buffalo wasn't my parlay, but I wanted the highest odds. There he is. Josh Welcher in the chat. There he is. Hold on. Josh
Roll Tyrone don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
Hey, 7:30. Be ready. Here we come.
We coming. Own it.
We coming. Anyway, no, but I had a good parlay. I wanted the highest odds. I put NC State in that parlay. So it didn't happen. It was all money line. But if NC State would have done it for me, it would have been a good bit of money. But anyway, Preston, player of the week.
I got Luke Altmaier, QB from Illinois, 31-24 overtime victory over Patrick Mahomes and the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Oh, yeah. There's another game we didn't mention. Thank God. Thank God. I'm so happy. I didn't get to see the game. Josh called me while I was on the toilet Saturday morning, and I knew about it.
Saturday morning?
The game was Friday night.
Game?
That game was Friday night. Yeah, that game was Friday night. Josh can write the picks, he says. Anyway, Josh called me that morning.
That's the second week in a row. I got it all written over here, Josh. Now you're going to come in here and steal my
got nothing. What do you have written? We haven't even got to the picks.
I wrote down Josh's picks.
Oh, well,
own it.
Just have them.
Yeah,
Josh might fall asleep or something. Anyway, but no, I mean, Josh called me. I didn't get to see much of that one because I work on Fridays doing the high school stuff. But I was excited to see he lost. I know there was a controversy and interception, whatnot, in that game. I did see that. A couple other things. But
about the Colorado Baylor game?
Yeah, Colorado. Oh, yeah. We're called by Hunter. Telling them they said they supposedly. I mean, you never know. Going to the other side of the field, making it smart. They double team him, whatever, and then the other. I forgot that dude with W. I forgot his name. The other receiver catching the touchdown there. Yeah, I told Josh. I literally texted in the chat. We were talking. I said because they dropped the ball the play before. I said, you're not going to get another look like that. You got to catch that. And then the very next play gets left corner and catches it, touchdown. They come back and win.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was a great game. Baylor's got another big game this week. But anyway, my player of the week, I had a team that's not known for offense, but they are putting up some points this year a little bit. I got Iowa. I went with the Iowa running back. 21 carries, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, 31-14 win over Minnesota. Minnesota's not a bad team, but you don't see many high stats from Iowa, so that's why I went with there. So that was our players of the week. Great week 4. We're going to get in. Anybody got a rant this week? Anything? I don't think I got anything from Dylan Raiola or anything like that.
Bojangles, let's do a little bit better on the fries. That's all I got to say.
Oh, yeah, bro. Bryson called me.
Yeah, I called Chris. I had Bojangles the other night. Pissed me off pretty bad. Felt like I was eating bricks as a fries. I mean, they were just awful. Let's do a little bit better on the fries. Besides that, chicken was great. Sweet tea was great. Biscuit great. Fries.
I would just say, I'm not.
You don't go to one on Washington Road.
Bojangles on Washington Road.
The one near your house. You talking about?
By my house.
Bobby John. Yeah, Washington Road right there.
Wait, you talking about the one next to RV World or Camper World?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's only like a mile from where I live.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
I didn't even know that. I forget it's there.
Anyway, no, I'll just say I don't have really a food take here, but man, eating out is expensive. I'll just say that. I will just say that. Eating out is expensive, man. Everything's so expensive nowadays. Not really a rant, but oh my God, it's ridiculous. I get sometimes you can't eat for under $15 nowadays. It's just ridiculous.
Damn shame.
No matter fast food, anything. But anyway, let's get into week number 5. I don't think we got no Friday games we're picking from this week. If you are new, we are doing we do our pick'em so far.
Records.
Yeah, somebody go over the records. Bryson, go ahead.
You want to go over records?
You want to?
Alrighty. This past week, Josh went 2-3, brings us overall to 13-7. Chris went 3-2, overall 12-8. Myself went 2-3, overall 11-9. And the big winner of the week going 4-1.
But it doesn't matter because
Preston
made us
Hall now with 4-1 brings us overall to 11-9. Me and him is officially tied
for last.
Could this be the year that Preston Hall wins it all?
Okay. 2 years in a row, I win in the bowl picks. I just haven't done the regular
bowl,
season.
you got season. We got
bowl pick. Yeah, season means more than bowl, but yeah. Anyway, what were we saying? Who'd you say was in first? Josh still?
Josh at 13-7. Year one behind, 12-8.
That's all right. Hey, at least I wasn't as bad as them.
Hey, we're all above the water. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, we're all not doing bad. No, we're not doing too bad. But let's get into this week's picks, and then we'll give our locks. We are going to go first game. We're going back to these couple teams we've seen here. Weird line here, kind of some weird lines this week overall. Saturday at noon, we got number 20 Oklahoma State at from what I have, are they unranked now? I don't know. 23rd. Sorry, Kansas State. Kansas State is favored by 4.5, which is a little surprising here. Preston, who you got in this game?
I'm going to go with the other team in orange. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State plus 4.5. I think their grit, their ability to play 60 minutes worth of football. Hopefully this isn't a rebound game for Kansas State, after getting, beat down pretty good. Hopefully Oklahoma State, wins this game outright. That's what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to win a nail biter. But I like Oklahoma State plus 4.5.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm going to go opposite of you. I'm going to go. I just think this is a weird line. I thought it would be a little bit closer. I thought maybe Oklahoma State would even be favored in this game. So I'm going to go Kansas State coming off a beatdown. I think they got to be ready to play. They like to run the football. I know Oklahoma State likes to do a little bit. But, I mean, even though they got one of the best running backs in the country, I mean, they've been more passing so far. But I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm just going based off the line, and I'm going based off of getting. They got absolutely smashed, and I think they got to be ready to play here. So I'm going to go Kansas State to win this game minus 4.5. Bryson.
Chris, I'd agree with you. I'm going with Kansas State myself. Oklahoma State has got one probably top 3 running back in the nation. It's very struggling to get him the ball. That line is not looking good. I mean, he's only got 258 yards and 4 touchdowns through week 5.
Week 1. I think he had a good week 1.
But they are struggling to get Ollie going. And I think you have to get him going to win for Oklahoma State. But yeah, I like Kansas State. A big bounce back from this ugly Cougar loss. But give me Kansas State.
Depending on what the run defense looks like for Kansas State, this could be a game where you see a lot of run football here. A lot of both teams carrying the rock. Josh, he went with Oklahoma State with Preston, so it is going to be a 2-2 split here. Guys on the couch here versus y'all two. We took Kansas State. Y'all took Oklahoma State. So, all right, let's get into the next game. Shout out to them. Big game this week. Got to get back in it. Shout out to Newsom. We are going Saturday, 3:30. Number 15, Louisville, at number 16, Notre Dame. Notre Dame is favored by 6.5. Weird little, Louisville's been good. Beat Georgia Tech last week. I know that's not saying much because Georgia Tech barely beat Florida State. But, hey, Bryson, who you got in this one?
I'm going with the Fighting Irish here. Touchdown, Jesus.
What a game by Riley Leonard. Didn't Riley Leonard, he rushed for like 200 yards or something last week? I don't know, but I know he did crazy. I'll look up that. But
143 yards, 2 touchdowns on his feet, 1 touchdown in the air.
How many passing yards did he have?
154.
Yeah, not much, but I mean, still 100. I mean, that's still good rushing. But who you going with?
Great quarterback. I'm going with Fighting Irish here.
Fighting Irish.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Louisville is very, very impressive. I like Notre Dame in this one.
Preston, who you got in this one? I think Louisville beat them last year.
Ryan Newsom said, "Don't take it."
Yeah, so I'm gonna take his advice. go on the fact that Notre Dame's quarterback is still dealing with a shoulder injury. I don't think he's mastered this offense. He still seems a little rusty. I haven't really been blown away with him. I wasn't blown away with him last year. I think he's more of a system style kind of quarterback. For that reason alone, I'm taking Louisville plus 6.5. I think Notre Dame wins this game, but I think they win it really close towards the end. I do think they're all around a better team, but I think Louisville is good enough to keep this game close at Notre Dame.
Yeah. Only reason, I thought about picking them this week. Just cause, sorry, I was looking at something here. But I picked them early in the season, and I just can't do it again. I got to go with Louisville, 6.5. I'm just going with Louisville. And one thing I want to mention, I know it's a little off subject here. We were talking about Riley Leonard and whatnot, and made me think of North Carolina. Did anybody see James Madison?
Ass whooping.
70?
Put it on them.
Ass whooping.
Yeah, they're cut. They hopefully
whoever took the under, I'm sorry.
Somebody said North Carolina was it Brown said something about retiring or something after the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Coach Hayes was pissed. He said he needs to hang it up, tie the shoes, tie your laces together, hang them up, be done.
Anyway, Coach Hayes, where you at in the chat tonight? But yeah, I'm just going with Louisville just because I can't pick Notre Dame again, to be honest with you. But Notre Dame needs a win. So does Louisville. Louisville, this would be their most impressive win this year. So it'd be big for them to have a playoff shot and see what happens here once hopefully they can make the ACC championship. I don't know what other games they got, but y'all play Louisville? I figured. Yeah. Every year. But anyway, let's get into we'll go ahead and get into it. The biggest game of the week.
Woo!
Since I had this next Saturday, 7:30. Number 2, Georgia, not number 2, Clemson. Number 2, Georgia, at
number 2.
Number 4, Alabama. Georgia is favored by 2.5 in this game. I can't lead it off because I'm not leading off this game. Bryce, I'm gonna make you lead off.
You're gonna make me lead off. I like it here. It's gonna be a great game. There's gonna be a lot of celebrities at this game.
Donald Trump
is going to be at the damn game. Last time Donald Trump was at that game, Alabama won. Man, this is so tough. The line actually did move from 2.5 to 2. But I'm going with Georgia. I still gotta go with the Dogs. Like shout to Hatfield. I'm not picking the Dogs I'm not going to pick against the Dogs till they lose. And I mean, granted, this ain't the SEC championship.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
All right. It's at the SEC championship. Georgia can't beat Bama in championship. Granted, they are going to Nick Saban Field at night. But that crowd is going to play effect. Georgia has to get Carson Beck going early. You can't take a whole half to get warm up. You got to get going with him early. And if Georgia contain Milroe, I got Georgia.
Preston, I know you're not, we're not picking UGA 50, Bama 10. What a score that is!
Yeah, if that guy wants to bet, let me know. I'll take a bet on that 50 to 10.
Yeah, 40-point spread.
Yeah, give me 40 points on that. I think from what I've seen, both teams, Alabama slightly struggle with UCF or USF. Georgia slightly struggle with Kentucky. I think those are growing pains early in the season. I think both of those teams needed to have those games before this game so that they're both ready.
Both coming off a bye week too.
Coming off of a bye week. The only coach that I never wanted to see off of a bye week, they have the bye week, was Nick Saban. And Nick Saban's not coaching in this game. Kalen DeBoer is taking his spot. I think Georgia is a far superior team when it comes to right now in this point of the season. I like Georgia minus 2.5. I don't think they're going to win 50 to 10, but I could see them winning by 6 to 7.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great game. I'm hoping for a great game. If it was lopsided, I would think Georgia would win lopsided. If I would say that, it's just I don't see that. Georgia just doesn't have the playmakers they used to have. I feel like on the offense side of the ball. I mean, they got Beck, but you're missing the lad McConkey and you're missing the Bowers. I mean, Bowers looks like, I don't know if you guys have been watching NFL, but he looks like the best tight end in the NFL. And he's making Gardner Minshew look good. I mean, he's just different. But I just feel like they don't have the playmakers they used to have. I mean, we got Bell, we got Lovett, it's just not the same. We all, like Josh said, also got some injuries on the offensive line. In the chat, of course, he's going to bring that up here. Thought he was sleeping, but I guess not. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not picking against Georgia. Got to go. There he is. There he is. Got to go with the Dogs. Big game. But I will say, I was talking about this game today, and I don't want to poo on any game parade, but does this game really matter? I mean, it does. I think this game, I will say, I think this game matters more for Georgia than it does Alabama. Because Alabama's got Tennessee and LSU left. I think they can beat LSU. Georgia's still got
Ole Miss, Tennessee.
Alabama don't play Ole Miss, right? If I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. But Georgia's still got Ole Miss, Tennessee,
Texas.
And Texas. So, I mean, this game means a lot for Georgia. I don't know Alabama's the rest of the schedule. I just feel like this means more for us. So if we lose this game, we might be in more trouble than them. But I will say, I mean, even when this one loss doesn't fully matter. What does it say? Loser of this game will not make the conference championship game, but they'll still. I mean, what I mean is it's still a playoff game. I mean, it matters. I don't want to downplay it. I'm not. I know for the bye and all it matters, whatnot. Yeah, and you want to make the conference game, but I'll just say I think. Either one's getting in, but you got to win the other games too. So you got to say it matters. But I was just, putting a point. I don't think it's it's not the end of the world for either team that loses.
It could be a very important game for the seeding part of it because I feel like the winner obviously takes the catbird seat for who's going to win the conference championship, obviously who gets that first round bye. But losing this game could potentially put you in a spot where you don't. If you make the playoffs, you're not hosting in the first round. You have to go in the first round, and that could be very tricky. As this is a completely different new world that we've seen nowadays. The first time with the 12-team expanded playoffs. So I mean that could come into play because you also have that team in Missouri, or Tennessee, somebody else that could sneak up, find their way in the SEC championship game, win it. And now the team who only has one loss is, the runner-up. So it could play some seeding issues.
Yeah,
especially with the SEC being so deep. I mean, you got so many possibilities here.
Yeah, say Georgia loses, Alabama by 7, and then loses to Texas by 3 or something like that. I mean, 2 losses. I mean, he's still hard not to get in, depending on what teams are left. So I was just saying, don't get me wrong, I'm be upset if Georgia loses. I want Georgia to win. Like I said, Georgia's got a lot of tough games left, but I don't think it's in the world. Josh said it's weird. It could be the loser go on to win the title, or the loser may not even make the playoffs. He's right about that. Yeah. So, but yeah, big game this week. Everybody, did you guys? So you went with
Dogs,
Preston,
Georgia, Bama.
Obviously,
can't pick your own team now.
Obviously, no. I already picked Georgia.
Unless you're Florida.
Yes.
Yeah. Unless
Chris,
you wanted to go lock of the week last week.
I did.
How much did Florida win by?
45 to 28.
I told you. I said you should have went lock of the week. You should have went either over in that game.
Shout out to Bowling Green. Shout out to Bowling Green. Only losing 26-20. That spread was 27 something points.
We should have went. Hey, Bowling Green. They've almost
not bad.
No, they almost beat somebody else too. I think or something.
Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State. But obviously Josh picked Bama and he picked Notre Dame the game before that. If we didn't say, but anyway, let's get into the next game. We got a couple more games on here. We got another big game. Even though the last game was a big game, we got Saturday 7:30. I hate these games at the same time. Sucks.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Hey,
YouTubetv.com.
Hopefully we'll have some two TVs going. We have number 19 Illinois at number 9 Penn State. What a line! This is another wild line. Penn State favored by 18.5. Preston. I haven't gave my pick first. I'm just going with Illinois. They've been playing well. I know Penn State might be one of the best teams in the country with, especially with the quarterback over there, Drew Allard. And but I just think the spread's too big, man. Illinois has been playing some good football, and it makes you want to pick Penn State, especially at Penn State at night.
I don't know if this could be the whiteout. I'm not too sure.
But it's tough, man. But I'm just going with Illinois just because that's a big spread. To be honest with you, Preston, any thoughts?
No, I'm going to agree with you there. Penn State's one of those teams. It doesn't matter how good they look; they always have one game. I mean, they might have had it earlier in this season, like you said, with Bowling Green. But I think versus a good opponent, the coach has got them rolling pretty good. He's got them with that mentality that he had when he was at Wisconsin. Tough. Just beat you in the trenches kind of mentality. I think 18.5 points is a lot. I think they're good enough. They can muster up enough offense to keep it closer than that. I could see them losing by 14. For that reason, I'm taking Illinois plus 18.5.
I was going to say, I really think it's going to be around that number. I think Penn State's going to win this game.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if they came out and won 45-10 either. But, I think it's going to be around this number. Bryce, who you got?
I'll go on Illinois too. I mean, they look pretty decent against Nebraska this past week. Big win in overtime. Luke Altmaier played a hell of a game. And I can see him having another decent game here, but I think this is a mess up. I think Penn State's going to play down to their opponent in this game. Well, yeah, I got like y'all.
I was wrong in week 1 when they played West Virginia, but West Virginia hadn't been that great. So.
Like all y'all were saying, I got Penn State winning, but 14-10 points. But yeah, I don't see them beating them by 19. The line did move to 19. Sorry, 18.5 what we have it, but moved to 19.
Makes me more nervous. But Josh, he also went with Illinois, so we're probably all going to lose that game. Yeah, earthquake.
Yeah, where's the mug?
Yeah, we're probably all going to lose that game, so get ready. I might have to just go ahead and put some money on Penn State just because of that. Let's go to the next game. We are going with – I could have had a couple other games here, but this is a game I went with. It was close spread. Both teams I had in here last week. Number 21, Oklahoma at Auburn. Oklahoma favored by 1.5 in this game. Bryson?
Man, I mean, both teams struggling on offense past couple weeks. I'm going SEC. I'm going Auburn. Home game.
You're going to SEC. You're going to Auburn.
I forgot it now.
Anyway,
sorry, I forgot Oklahoma now. But yeah, I'll go with Auburn. It's at home, but I see this as a very low score game. This is more defensive ball. And honestly, I really, really like the under in this game, 45.5.
Yeah, this was going to be – I thought about picking the lock of the week here on the under. I don't know. So it looks like the freshman quarterback's going to start. Looks like Michael Hawkins Jr. will start for the injured Jackson Arnold. Preston, who you got in this game?
Yeah, so I think, like you said, it could be a low-scoring game with the freshman quarterback starting. I think both teams are kind of still trying to figure out their identity, their true identity here, getting closer to the halfway point of the season. But I do like Oklahoma's defense better. And I think, even though they're on the road, I think they're able to, piece it together. I think they're able to win this game. I think they could probably win this by 7. So I like Oklahoma minus 1.5.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with him. I like the defense of Oklahoma. Oklahoma's defense is better this year. Let's see what this freshman quarterback can do. I know, he doesn't have much help on the offensive line, but I'm pretty sure this kid can run. So maybe he can scramble out and make some plays. Don't know too much about him. Didn't, I know we saw him last week, but hey, let's see what he went 11 for 18, 132 yards and touchdown last week, looks like. But anyway.
Locke says Oklahoma by 3.
Oklahoma by 3. Basically, yeah, I'm going with Oklahoma just because of the defense basically there. And I'm not a huge believer in Auburn, but I do like the under.
I said that.
Why?
I'm going to choose an SEC team here.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, locks of the week. Oh, and Josh did go Oklahoma as well. So it is. Nobody went Auburn?
I went Auburn.
Oh, you went Auburn. Okay, Bryson went Auburn. Sorry. So Bryson went Auburn. The rest of us went Oklahoma. Locks of the week. Preston, you got a lock?
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Come on, baby.
Think about it here.
Come on.
No, we're gonna change order. Bryson, you got a lock?
Damn.
you don't get to change mine.
Go ahead, Preston. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I like.
All right, I got. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Again,
Go.
I like the over in the Clemson-Stanford game. It's 57.5. I think Clemson puts up a big number versus them, and I think the second and third string allows 17 points late in the third and fourth quarter. 57.5. I think Clemson puts up easy 49 in the first half of this game.
Oh God, he's on the Clemson train. They're gonna put.
They scored 35 points in the first quarter, and in the first quarter of the second game, they scored 25.
Oh, you're right. I agree with that.
They're going to put up a fucking number versus Stanford.
Come on, Stan. I might have to bet Stanford. I might just have to put
Stanford money line.
Hey, you know what? Well, Chris, where's my clip when I said that we were going to drag NC State's ass? I didn't see that clip.
I didn't make the clip this week, and I told
I was right.
Hey, no, I knew, because I knew NC State fucking sucked. That's why.
You give me shit about it, and I told you we were going to drag that ass fucking pack down or whatever it is. Those bums up there in North Carolina.
You want me to hear the Wolfpack? You want me to play the Wolfpack song? I
play
got
it again. Don't matter. We beat the shit out of them. Play it as much as you want. Beat the shit out of them.
No, I said the reason the game was not on there last week because NC State is awful. NC State is awful. Clemson's better. Clemson's a good team. But, hey.
You need us to be good. Because if Alabama beats you this weekend, we are your best win.
I don't care. I hope we're in the playoff together, and I hope we put that smackdown again. That's what I hope.
Oh, you don't want to see it a second time, dog.
Oh my God, I don't even think we have to. I think Miami or probably gonna lose to Miami and Louisville. Anyway, let's get in my lock of the week. Or Bryson, did you go? Who'd you got?
I'm stuck between two, and I really don't know.
Do you want me to pick mine? So
yeah, go ahead.
Answers.
Go ahead.
Well, I had mine. What did I do with mine? What Josh go with?
Josh went with the Colorado and UCF over at 64.5.
I went with the over somewhere. I had mine and I didn't write it down. Oh God.
So we're all looking for points.
I had mine and I didn't write it down. Bryson, what's your two? Maybe it'll wean mine down here. Just go ahead and say the two.
So the two I'm thinking of is the under in the Auburn-Oklahoma game, 45.5.
Mind it.
Like I said, both offenses struggling. It's going to be a defensive battle. And now also, I hate betting the under, but I like the over in the Illinois and Penn State 47.5.
Didn't mind that one either.
Yeah, it's two tough ones, but I'm gonna go with my gut. I choose the first one. Mark me down for Oklahoma Auburn under 45.5. I hate doing under. I feel like that's the worst one to do. But
all right, y'all hold on for this one.
45.5?
45.5.
Y'all hold on for this one. Y'all hold on. Guys, you guys are gonna probably hate me after this. This team they're 7-1 against the spread against this team the last few years. Not very good. They were one of the worst teams in college football in their conference last year. But they're at home. I think they're going to put up a fight. Marshall put up a fight last week.
Yes.
Yes. Michigan State plus 23.5 versus Ohio State.
Yes.
Give me Michigan State.
Yes.
Hey, Michigan State is going to make this a game. You got old Chile over there at quarterback. I know he can turn over the ball every now and then. But, hey, Michigan State is going to make this a game.
I like it. That was about my third or fourth one, right? I ain't going to lie.
My other one was over, but it was a high number. I tell you what my other one was if we do. My other one, and I like this one too, my other one was over South Alabama and LSU. South Alabama has put up like 40-something points every game, and LSU put up like 30. Yeah. 65. I got 65. Well, I didn't look at the numbers, but we got to check the numbers on the other thing. I got to bet it after this. But I like Michigan State. I think Michigan State's going to make it a game. They haven't been close in the spread against Ohio State in the last few years, last games. But hey, I'll
tell you another one I really like, and I didn't want to be the one because I don't want to be the choke artist. I almost said Arkansas money line against Texas A&M.
Yeah.
A&M's only favored by 4.
Yeah.
A&M is playing some horrible football.
Yeah.
Almost took that one.
Anyway, anything else from you boys? 23.5. Yeah, that's what I had. It's not 23.5. What you got over there? What do we got? Let me look on my site while we're here to make sure everything's good. I'll cut this part out of the podcast. You got
move to 24. That's what I got.
What you got, Josh?
He said he was just asking.
He was asking.
Yeah. Hey, Michigan State might pull off the upset. I'm telling you. I feel they might get absolutely destroyed, but some telling me Michigan
I know
State's
the parlay
coming.
we're gonna put some money on. This is the parlay that me and Chris are gonna do this week. We're gonna take all money lines here. We're gonna take Michigan State.
We're gonna take Michigan State and Arkansas.
We're gonna take Arkansas, Stanford.
I don't know. I can't get behind the Stanford call. I don't think.
Nah, we're gonna.
I don't think
we're gonna do the 8. We're gonna take Arkansas and Michigan State money line.
Oh yeah, I don't think Clemson's losing that game.
No, I mean like I texted earlier in the week in our group chat. Hey, Clemson.
I don't think
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
Cade is finally coming around.
That was one thing I wanted to say. If you guys are already talking about the damn play, I mean, come on now. They haven't. We can't. Let's hold on here. Nobody should be talking about the playoff for anything. I mean, it's 4 games in. Come on now. Let's calm down.
You talk like it's like the Georgia Invitational or something like that. Like you don't have more national you have more national championships than any other team in this conference.
What do you mean? I never said nothing about Georgia. I don't think Georgia's that good. I don't think Georgia should be talking about any national championship. I think Georgia could lose this week. I think Georgia could lose 3 more games. I'm just saying.
I hope not. I really fucking hope not. After you put,
I hope not either.
On us because that's really bad.
Yeah, but I would just say, everybody, Clemson's putting up numbers, whatnot. Okay, yeah. Well, Tennessee's putting up numbers. I think Tennessee and Clemson might be a little overrated. I will say, but hey, we'll see. I like Tennessee's defense. I do like. We'll say I like some players on the defense side of the ball. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
This is kind of off subject from college football. I know we can all agree on this subject here. Come on, Braves. Got to win.
Or they got to win.
Got to win.
Doubleheader on Monday.
Got to win.
Oh. Well, also, if the fucking Diamondbacks keep losing, they might just give us a spot. And the Diamondbacks finished the season with the Padres, who might be playing the best baseball of anybody. They might win they might win the West. They're only 2 games behind.
Did anybody see about the and one more thing?
NIL thing?
The UNLV quarterback.
Yeah, 2 players are sitting out because of that.
Oh, 2 players.
What happened?
So the quarterback didn't get his price. He's supposed to get $100K and didn't get $100K, so he redshirted. They were 4-0.
And he's in the transfer portal. He said, I'm redshirting after my 3rd game because you can redshirt after 3 games and that season, be like a wash, like it never really happened. You get another year. Yeah. And he's hitting the transfer portal. He said that he was promised things that did not, come true. And he said that, unfortunately I'm out. Now, as much as I know we all can agree that this sucks, that
I don't blame him.
But that's what I was going to say. It sucks that NIL is, this part of the football.
This,
but it was a business decision. He was promised these things to come to UNLV, which is now legal. They didn't hold up their end of the bargain. And he said, you know what? I'm not going to take a punishment for your program, for you lying to me. What can I expect from you if I was to get hurt? My career is over with. What can I expect from you to uphold any part of a deal if you won't do it when I'm doing really good? So I'm done. I'm out. I'm hit the portal. And I believe a running back did the same thing as well. I believe it was, I can't remember what his name was, but there's 2 players confirmed redshirting for this season and hitting the portal as soon as it opens.
That's the thing too. And you got to think some of these kids, I mean, he's probably not thinking about the NFL. He's thinking about, he's got to think about making, especially if that's what he was promised.
Well, yeah, too, if they don't have a real shot at making the NFL, the NFL, as big as it is, there's only so many spots, for players. on the roster and on the practice squad. So I mean, if
and
you
there's
don't
rumor come out and saying
shot,
the kid's he wasn't even getting this, I guess priorities paid for, I guess. What you call it, like
stipend?
Yeah, whatever. He wasn't even getting like certain stuff paid for that he's supposed to get paid for. So anyway, but yeah, I just thought that was interesting that came up today. Now we got to bundle down and prepare for this hurricane, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get ready for that. But anything else from you boys?
I hope it holds. I think it's going through Florida either today or tomorrow. I'm going down to Tallahassee. I paid for the Airbnb today. I'm going down to Tallahassee next weekend for the Florida State Clemson game. So hopefully, everything kind of stays, safe down there, because I'd like to see a game. But if not, let me know as soon as possible so I can get my money back.
About old ukulele coming. He's coming. He's coming for the upset.
Ukulele has the man open.
Revenge game. He's got so much size to him and everything. He looks like he could be a good quarterback, but he's just not. Anyway, yeah. That should be
definition
a
of
blowout for
peak
you guys.
in high school.
Yeah. But anyway, appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you like, subscribe on YouTube, download and like the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow on there. We'll be live probably for an NFL game this week. I'm probably going to do Sunday Night Football, Baltimore and Bills. We'll see. If you did join for that the other night, that was fun. Throw up some prize picks, whatnot, and talk about the game. I don't know if we'll do anything Saturday, but yeah, appreciate everybody watching. Peace.
Chop on.
All right, boys and girls, if you did join the live stream, thank you for hanging out. We'll be back next Wednesday. Well, I'll be back probably for a live stream Sunday, and then we'll be back Wednesday for the college football podcast. Again, see what happened between Georgia and Alabama. Peace out.
Chop on, boys.